Do you want more? More time, more balance, more love, more sex, more money, more real, and less bullshit? This is the Women Wanting More podcast with Dr. Karen Osborne. Real life, real stories, plus real tips to get you more of what you want.
So, sister, you cannot reward unworkable behavior. Can you tell I just dropped off my kid at school? So, it's easy to understand this realm of parenting, but I want you to really listen to how this message, this story, may apply to you in your life. So, my 6-year-old son, Tyson, he's in grade 1, often makes a big stink before we go to school. Most mornings. Not all mornings, but most mornings. Today was one of them. Stall. We give him lots of time, lots of warnings, buddy. 5 minutes, 10 minutes. He'll say something as to why he doesn't want to go. Wants to bring his iPad. There'll be some kind of something that he will do. So then we will have to just talk to him, and buddy, if you don't, iPad goes away, like it's gone. Eventually he makes it out, usually grumbling, "Mommy, I don't love you." Once we get walking, this other thing too is I know that he needs to walk in the morning. We walk 10 minutes to school, 10, 12 minutes. And then typically by the time we get to school, even 2 minutes in, he kind of forgets all that stuff and he's back to kind of a little bit more common, goofy, loving, energetic Tyson. So the walk to school today was some of that. And then when we got close to school, he's mad again. And I just said, "Fine, you can walk yourself to school then." We were just outside the school. I put his bag down for him to pick it up. He kicked it. Motherfucker kicked it. Oh, man. Lessons in patience as a parent, hey? Kicked it. So I picked it up, and he kind of ran ahead of me. He's crying now because he's upset because I said, "You can walk yourself to school then." Because, there's a line, right? It's it's tricky with kids. It's this kind of dance of, let me just not put energy towards the behavior. And then if I keep not putting energy / ignoring it at times, then to me, what has been true to me is that he starts to think that he can just say and do these things and say, "I don't love you," and be disrespectful, and somehow everything's just fine. He will still get everything that he wants. That's not okay with me. Because if my kid does this at 6, what the fuck is going to happen when he's 9? When he's 12, when he's 16? It stops now. Told him, I'm like, "Buddy, do you know that one of the mommy's job is to help to raise you to become a kind man, a loving man, a respectful man. And it doesn't happen if right now you're being disrespectful to mommy. It just doesn't." Yelling back. I yell at him sometimes too, but just, man, love that boy, but some mornings are just so fucking difficult with him. And so we're walking to school. Now he's crying and I'm a bad mommy. And I literally just walked. So usually I would go into his classroom with him, help him with his boots, shoes, make sure he's kind of moving forward because he's just distracted so easily. He's 6, right? He's a boy, and kind of make sure he's all together, give him a kiss, "I love you, have a great day." And so not today. Not today. Walked in his classroom, put down his bag. "Tyson, mommy loves you. I'll see you later today. You're on your own." And I walked out. And there's this pull of me that, initially as I did, I walked out and I'm like, "Oh God, what the fuck, man? This is too harsh. He's 6. And I'm like, you know what? No. Fuck no. If I really want to serve him best as his mom, there's going to be things that I decide to do that are hard for me to do. And today was one of them. If you treat me that way, that I don't love you and, you're horrible and all this kind of stuff, Like, no, does not work for me. Not powerful. Not showing up powerfully as a mom if I allow that to happen. So I didn't yell at him when it happened. I just said, you are on your own. You're a big boy. You're on your own. Mommy's not staying to help you today. Now, it's very much a reality that there could be a shit show going on right now in his classroom with him. And, I could certainly, and you might be hearing this story and being like, oh, fuck, Karen, that's harsh. He's 6. Maybe he's just having a bad day. Don't you feel badly? Blah, 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 blah. Sure, I can go there. Easily. But I made a decision, and that's it. And I want him to understand. It's like that line in the sand, right? To me as a parent, one of the most important things you can do with your kids is to do what you say that you're going to do. In life, that's important. But in parenting, it's so important. Because if you don't, it's confusing for the kids. If you don't do this, here's the consequence. You don't follow through. I've been there many times. And guess what? The next time they just think you're crying wolf. They won't believe you. So if you tolerate unworkable behavior that doesn't work for you, language that doesn't work for you, relationships that don't work for you, actions or inaction that does not work for you, if you continue to tolerate it and not say anything and not have a conversation and not create agreements and not, stand up for it, you will continue to get that again and again and again. And again, back to Tyson, I'll see this with him. If we, tolerate this stuff, he'll just keep dishing it out. No shit. There's no consequence. So how does this relate to you in your life? You don't have to be a parent. You don't have to be a mom to understand this. So here's a more tip for today. What are you tolerating right now in your life that you don't want to be? That doesn't work for you? What is the unworkable behavior that you're putting up with that you think is somehow easier just to, I'll just suck it up. Let me just eat crow, whatever. I won't say anything. So what is that? And let me ask you the second question then. What is the cost of your inaction on this? What is the cost of you continuing to tolerate unworkable behavior? An unworkable relationship, an unworkable business partner, an unworkable, maybe it's even just behavior with yourself. Maybe your behavior is continuing to be like, I really want to get back into shape and get to the gym and get stronger and leaner, but yet you're continually making excuses and not showing up. So what are you getting by tolerating your own unworkable behavior? So where are you experiencing this in your life right now? Unworkable behavior. And what's the cost of you continuing to tolerate this? You're in action. Nothing will change if nothing changes, sister. If you want to keep tolerating it, fine. But what's the cost for you right now? See, these are hard questions to answer, right? It's like, I don't want to think about that stuff. Well, think about that stuff. You're on this podcast, Women Wanting More. You want more in your life? You got to do some fucking work to get it. And this is one with your more tip for today. So here's what I want you to do next, sister. I want you to head over to drkarenosborne.com/live event. You're going to see the stories of 6 amazing women that after 2.5 days, my very intense Women Wanting More live event, it's a month and a half ago here where I live in Victoria, BC, Canada, things began to change for them and became clear for them of what they're willing to tolerate and not tolerate anymore within their life. So you're going to go ahead and head over again to drkarenosborne.com/live event, enter in your name and email. You're going to get to watch the 6-minute and 50-second movie. And then also you're going to see post-event interviews of 5 of the 6 women and really see what's changed for them in their life since they came back from the live event, how those results are still present in their life today. In addition, if you feel called that you need to be the next Women Wanting More live event, then there's a button you can click on which you can then apply to be a part of that. You're going to fill out an application, it'll take you to that next, and then we will get on the phone and have a powerful conversation in the next 48 hours, sister. So right now it's 50% full for my January event, recording this mid-December. There are currently 3 spots left, it's very small, just 6 women. But this is a decision that could absolutely change your life. So head over to drkarenosborne.com/live event, enter in your name and email, and you will get access to the Women Wanting More live event movie immediately. So I will talk to you in the next episode, sister. A life of more is one step away from you doing the fucking work every single day. I love and appreciate you.
To get the show notes of each Women Wanting More episode, including the How to Get More tip, subscribe to the newsletter at drkarenosborne.com/newsletter.